President Obama says no American combat troops will be used on the ground to defeat ISIS. Republican Senator Lindsey Graham slammed that promise in an interview Sunday.
This is a turning point in the war on terror. We're fighting a terrorist army, not an organization. It's going to take an army to beat an army. And this idea we'll never have any boots on the ground to defeat them in Syria is fantasy.
CBS News senior security contributor Mike Morell is a former CIA deputy director. Mike, good morning.
Good morning, Charlie.
You heard what Lindsey Graham said. Is he right?
Charlie, there's an old joke about intelligence officers being the skunk at the garden party, and that's what I'm going to be this morning for everyone. I think it's wrong to say that we'll never need ground troops in Syria, and I also think it's wrong to say that we'll absolutely need them. We just don't know yet. Let's see how this strategy works out of using the moderate opposition in Syria as our army, and then change down the road if necessary.
So what do you make of the transaction, what took place in Paris, and what that may do to the war effort?
So I think the fact that the Arab states are standing up and saying that they're going to be involved is incredibly important here. It's incredibly important, mostly politically, because if the Arab states are involved with airstrikes and are involved in other ways, then ISIS cannot claim that this is a Christian war against Islam. And that's very important. Same role the Arabs played in Libya, and it had the same effect.
Mike, do you think it'll be a significant military contribution by these Arab states, or is this more of a political signal?
So I think for some states, their participation will be significant because they have significant capabilities. But I think the most important point here is political. I think in terms of effectiveness, Nora, the most effective help they can give us is through intelligence, helping us penetrate ISIS so that we understand what the group is all about and so we can find the leadership and remove them from the battlefield.
Do you think ISIS are the most dangerous group that threaten the region and the world?
Charlie, that is a great question. Our focus right now as a nation, our focus as a world is on ISIS, but we have to remember that there are 3 other groups out there that I believe pose an even greater threat to the United States. Al-Nusra in Syria, can't forget about them. Al-Qaeda in Pakistan, which still poses a threat. And then probably the group that poses the greatest threat is Al-Qaeda in Yemen. We need to stay focused on all of these groups, even as we go after ISIS.
All right, Mike Morell, thank you so much.